this is the difference between Glen's losing 4 spots and Mitch only losing 2 spots. Cleet Outlaws list was action-packed last Thursday. Let me tell you something. We're going to go over everything that happened last Thursday at the Cleet Outlaws top 10 list, as well as what we can expect on the 15th. So they gave it a full month of time for the next list race, because there are some events that most of the people on the list are going to be attending to, including Cleetus. He's going out to Talladega for the NASCAR event. So they moved it over to the 15th. Everybody agreed upon it. We're all set for the 15th for the next Cleet Outlaws list. But in today's episode, we're going to go over what happened last Thursday, as well as what we can expect on the 15th at the Cleet Outlaws top 10 list. So to start it off, we're going to talk about the new rules that we have right here. Screenshot the rules because they are in detail for you guys. They're already listed at the Bradenton Motorsports Facebook page. So if you want a copy of that, you can either hit Bradenton Motorsports Facebook page or screenshot what I just showed you guys. It's very detailed. It's a lot of what we actually know already, but there are some changes. So here are the changes that there are on the current list rules. Change number 1, very important one. Winner of the list race not only gets $1,000, but they also get a big gold chain to come with it. Now that chain needs to be present at every single list race, because if there is a change on the number 1 spot, then that person needs to wear it that night and bring it over for the next list race that they're going to be representing the number 1 spot. The next change is going to be the how many spots you can call out on top. No more calling out 2 spots ahead of you. Now it's going to be a single call out on top of you. So you can only call the person who's ahead of you. You cannot call 2 spots on top anymore, because there was a lot of misunderstandings. There was a lot of mishaps on the last few list races, actually including what happened last Thursday, which I'm going to go over in just a second. But yeah, as of now, you can only call up the person who's on top of you. So this next one that was added to the list rules, it's actually going to get implemented on the next list race on the 15th. What it is that because Cameron has gone 3 list races on number 1 spot, they're going to shuffle the top 6 spots. So next list race, they're going to do a chip draw shuffle for the top 6 spots to change the number 1 spot and change everything around and give another person a shot for the list. So Cameron will probably end up, I don't know, give or take 4th or so. He's going to have to work its way up to the number 1. This rule is to be fair for everybody for the list. Not just that, make it fun, make it more racing, and having more action every single list race. So everybody has to be in their toes to make sure that they stay on number 1. But if you stay on number 1 for 4 list races in a row, they can go ahead and shuffle you. Now, Glen unfortunately didn't show up on Thursday. So what that did was he lost automatically 2 spots, no matter where he was sitting. But there was a big problem with Glen and Toby, because what happened was that the list race prior to last Thursday's, there was a misunderstanding. Essentially what happened was Toby raced, he broke, he ended up going away. Then Glen assumed Toby's spot instead of calling him out for the next list race, which Toby has all the right to defend his spot at the following list race. So Glen automatically took the spot, assuming. It was a misunderstanding. There was no ill intent. It just happened. Nobody caught it until the actual list race last Thursday. So with that mishap already figured out and understood, Glen had dropped. He went back to original spot, so that at number 6, where Toby was sitting. Now, he didn't show up last list race. So that, what does that mean? He dropped 2 spots. Then he couldn't defend the spot again, so he dropped another 2 spots. So he ended up being at number 10, causing the list to be locked, meaning no new racers were able to come in to the actual list, because unfortunately Glen wasn't there. Now, unfortunately, because Glen locked the list up last Thursday, Parker Mitchell, which is actually Cleetus' brother, was trying to get on the list last Thursday. He has a very fast ZR1 Corvette. It's fully built. All the specs are on the video that I posted of the full list race. We talked to him. He's a great guy. He's a funny guy. And he was trying to get on the list. That car ran 9.3 at the end of the night. So that's a fast car. Now, unfortunately, because of Glen's situation, he wasn't able to get on the list. So hopefully we see him for the next list race on the 15th. But as of now, he's off the list. Ty actually made it up to number 8. Now, he actually raced Alex Otero. It was a great race. I mean, this thing was close. Yes, Ty was pedaling at the end because he didn't want to break out, but he pedaled a little bit too much. I mean, it was not too much. I mean, it was a close race. It was a really close race. It was a good, fun race. So Ty ended up in being number 8. Couldn't call out Victor, so he was stuck there. And Alex couldn't call out Ty because they had just raced. So they're stuck down there. So we have Glen, then we have Alex, and then we have Ty. On top of that, we have Victor, who brought out didn't bring anything out. He broke the Supra. So he wasn't able to bring out the rental, meaning that he lost all the spots. He was on number 5. He ended up being on number 7. And for next list race, now, Vic did mention that he's bringing out the Mustang. So that means that he's going to restart the list at number 9. So that's going to be a fun one. We're going to have a brand new car on the list again. Old, new car. He's bringing out the Mustang. So he's retiring the Supra. He's tired of paying the rental fees on it. So he's going to go ahead and bring out the Mustang. One of the closest races of the night was actually Toby versus Kyle from Boosted Boys. That race was, Jesus, photo finish, that race. Toby had him all the way through, but Kyle actually drove around him on the top end. And I mean, it was a close race. It was fun. So Kyle ended up on number 5. Toby sitting on number 6. And then on top of Kyle, we have Mitch. So Mitch, this is the difference between Glen's losing 4 spots and Mitch only losing 2 spots. Mitch was sitting on number 2 coming into last Thursday's list race. Now, he showed up without a car, but he showed up. So what he did was lost the 2 spots for not bringing in a car. So he was sitting, now he's sitting instead of number 2. Now he's sitting on number 4. And he decided to accept the call out that he has for the next list race, which is on the 15th. So that's why he didn't lose 4 spots. He only lost 2 spots because he showed up without a car, but showed up. Now, unfortunately, his car had a valve train issue. I think one of the lifters was leaving his cam. It's all explained in the video that the full list video. So it's up there. If you want to find out what happened to his car, it's up there. But yes, he showed up without a car. Showed up. That's what this whole list is about. It's about being there, present. If you can't make it with the car, at least show up, accept the next call out so you don't lose 4 spots. So with all the shuffle that happened at the beginning of the list race, Cleetus somehow ended up in number 2. Not somehow. There was a reason why he ended up in number 2, because of the shuffle that happened underneath. He ended up being bumped on number 2. He was sitting number 3, ended up being number 2. Now, he raced Cameron. Funny. If you see the intro of the video that I posted about the full race wrist, you will see what he tried to do. Now, there's a lot of people complaining about this. Guys, this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to go in there, have fun with your boys, and make sure to bring in the community together. What Cleetus did, he tried to grab his brother white ZR1, which looks very similar to his C7 Corvette. Now, what he tried to do is race Cameron for the number 1 spot, hoping that Cameron doesn't see the difference between a ZR1 and a regular C7. Now, obviously, Cameron caught up to it. Now, going back to this, it was all for fun. Everybody knew what was going on. It wasn't going to matter if he ran it or not. It wasn't going to count for the list. It was all for fun. So stop being so hating about what he did. It was all for fun and games. It was actually pretty damn funny if you were in there. Cameron's face was priceless. Cleet is always trying to act something funny, so it was actually great. So after he failed to do that stunt, he actually went ahead and picked up the C7 and raced Cameron for the number 1 spot. He lost. Now, I don't see Cleetus bringing out the C7 for the next list race, so I think we're going to have 2 new cars. Vic's new C7, new Mustang, and then whatever Cleetus decides to bring. Because the C7, in all honesty, it's running mid-10s to low 10s. It's not running the 9s. That 9.5 hit that he had a while back hasn't been able to happen again. So I think he's actually going to either upgrade the C7, which he's going to probably need to spray it, or bring out another car. Now, we all know that he has a lot of options when it comes to cars. So what is he going to bring out? Only the 15th will let us know. At the top of the list, we have Justin and Cameron. Cameron sitting on number 1, Justin sitting on number 2. They raced twice. Cameron defended his spot 3 times. He actually, when Justin went out and raced him, he wanted to call him out again. I actually told him, I don't think he will, because, you know, he's been racing all night. But he actually accepted, Cameron accepted the call out and raced it again and defended his spot again. So we have Cameron as the champion of the top 10 list for this week's. He got the gold medal. He got another $1,000. Vic was butthurt because he had to pay him another $1,000. So that was that for Thursday. Look at the chat right here. We're gonna have the full list race video. So go ahead and click on that if you want to watch the whole action that happened. Mark your calendars, because on the 15th there's going to be a lot of changes to the list. There will be the top 6 shuffle. Now, Cameron cannot pick the number 1 spot again. Fortunately for everybody, what they're going to do is they're going to have Cameron pick the chip out, draw the chips without the chip number 1 being in there. That way, we make sure that he doesn't get the number 1 spot again. And then after that, the next 5 racers are going to go ahead and pick out of the hat with their numbers that they're going to be assigned for the list race. Now, we are going to expect to see, hopefully, Cleetus' brother come back and try out for the list, because hopefully Glen will be back, and Glen will have to defend his spot twice. And not just that, then he's going to probably want to make a run up north again, because obviously he ended up sitting on number 10. And there's going to be a lot of action. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of action on the 15th. So make sure that you hit the follow button, subscribe, and share if you want to keep up to date with the Cleet Outlaws top 10 list. Remember, guys, that we are the only ones that are bringing almost live action through the Facebook pages and the Instagram pages. So make sure that you follow at Shop Talk and Street Fame on Facebook and Instagram. And go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel for updates like this, as well as way more content that has to do with automotive. Thank you very much for listening to me. Until the 15th. Have a good one.